Alright, welcome. Today we are going to look over the Fire Sky Police. This is the new unit that I have built up and I thought was really interesting of a unit. And so what I'm going to try doing for these long form videos, well, quote unquote long form, just not my YouTube shorts, is when I go over units, like in this case, the Fire Sky Police, I am going to showcase its abilities in an arena battle, but not just against any random person where it's all going to go wrong. I mostly want to just do it against this to showcase how the unit works, the order of the typical order of its abilities you want to use, and whatnot. So like for the Fire Sky Police, you want to use your second skill first, so you give yourself defense up and immunity, and then you would use your third ability. And granted, I know it does no damage to her because I have her really high defense, so I can showcase multiple uses of each ability, or not necessarily multiple uses, but like multiple times in a row of using some abilities. And it showcases other things like how she counterattacks when these hit sometimes. It's a 25% chance in her kit. But it's just a very basic way of me showing it. But let's read the abilities. So your skill 1 is an attack an enemy inflict defense down with a 90% chance. And your damage is based on your defense, and if you get attacked, you have a 25% chance to counterattack the enemy. Your skill 2 gives you a 3-turn defense up and immunity and an extra turn after using it. And then your third skill, which actually does a lot of damage, attacks enemies 4 times randomly with a 100% chance to inflict defense down and damage based on defense, like your whole kit is, and you increase your damage by 15% for each debuff on the target. But overall, it's a really, really cool unit. I highly recommend you build her. I've actually been using her to some decent effect in some of the guild bosses, the tree and the fire one, as my main DPS, because this third skill actually hits really hard. So you're having your main DPS as a defense unit so they don't die, and they deal a lot of damage. I think when you have mark and defense down on the boss, you can get up to 20k per hit with my runes, or my gear. And my gear's not that good. Like, low defense, not even that high crit damage, still low speed, like my stats are just kind of meh. So anyone who has really good gear can make this even better. And I'm running refresh gear, and that's just because I don't have full full cooldowns, or not cooldowns, ability upgrades on my third skill, but I do on my second skill, and it's so I can have this ready all the time. But overall, pretty fun unit. I highly recommend you build. Also, you have a arena battle speed lead, so that's always useful for arena attack and defense. If you do turn AI on if you like auto battles, make sure you set the second ability to high, because on default it will be mid, but you do want this ability into whatever else. And overall, not much else to it. I don't have any specific comps I've been running. I've been trying to find some defensive comps to run her with, and some offensive ones, but I can't really find any specifics. So if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments for me. I'd greatly appreciate that. And before we go, let's just go in one more time and showcase it so we can so we can just showcase all the abilities real quick. Just one more time. I know I just did this, but some people might have not been paying attention. And because I'm allowed to do this, I don't know. So overall, really cool unit. It's a good defensive unit because it's randomized hitting, and so it means you can't, like, it's not predictable. You can't guarantee it's going to hit the specific unit, and it inflicts defense down, so it's a good defense down applier. Like, look at that, hit all 3 units and took them out. And I just can keep taking turns like this. If you were to put a different gear set, what would be a better gear set? Probably... I actually don't know. I mean, obviously there's a lot of things better than refresh, but let me look at gear, because I need to kind of look at it to remember the names still. Iron gear would be really good if you want to go a high DPS build. You could go shock. If you have some good defense echo runes, that would be cool for your third skill, because then you could hit 8 random enemies 8 random times, and that could be some serious damage. Actually, I actually kind of want to try that. I might have to try that off camera because it takes too much time. You could do ambush if you want to just ignore the defense a lot more. I think is it 100%? No, it's 25%. That'd be crazy if it was 100%. But yeah, overall, recommend you build this unit. It's a fun unit. And I'm going to try doing more of these for, honestly, all the new units I build. I have a lot of units here I have built to go through. So stay tuned, and I will try to get more of these out. And thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day. See ya.